In this video, we are going to learn how to divide fractions. Dividing fractions is relatively easy because we don't have to memorize a whole new set of rules. The only thing we have to memorize is that we have to skip, flip, and multiply. So what does this mean? Now, if you'll notice right below here, I wrote the idea of reciprocal. Reciprocal is a big word that simply says flipping the fraction over. So for example, if I were to have this 3/8, it would flip over to 8 over 3, 8/3. So when we're talking about division, being skip, flip, and multiply, what we're doing is we're simply skipping the first, we're flipping the second, we're always flipping the second, always flipping the second, and then it becomes a multiplication problem. So if I remember skip, flip, and multiply, that's it. I now have it back to being a multiplication problem, which is what we did in another video. So when I multiply, remember we multiply tops times tops, or numerator times numerator, then denominator times denominator. I really encourage you to see if you can't reduce beforehand. 8 goes into 8 once, 8 goes into 8 once. So now I have 7 times 1 is 7, 1 times 3 is 3. And that's all there is to it. When we're looking at the next one, again, I'm looking to skip the first, flip the second. Well, the second isn't a fraction, but remember, any whole number can be a fraction by going over 1. So when I'm skipping and I'm flipping, it becomes 1 over 4, and then again I multiply. So division is simply a setting up issue, and then I can do the same rules of multiplication as we did in a different video. So, and again, I can look to cross reduce. So 2 can go into both 2 and 4. Again, remember in the rules of multiplication, it's 1 up and 1 down. So I have 2 goes in here once, 2 goes in here, or 2 goes into 4 twice. So I'm simply going to multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1, 5 times 2 is 10. In this last problem, it's the same idea of skip, flip, and multiply, but there's always a confusion. Do I flip the 6? Do I flip the 1/3? How do I do this? Well, the thing to remember is that this is very similar to a multiplication problem, so I need to turn each one into an improper fraction before I go forward. So again, whether you need another video or a reminder, it's 3 times 5, which is 15 plus 1 more, is 16. And again, over the same denominator. And then we're dividing by 3 times 6 plus 1 more, 18 plus 1 more is 19 over 3. Now if you look, I'm not looking for any cross multiplying or anything like that, simply because right now all I have is changing the whole number, the mixed number into an improper fraction. I haven't done any of the division work yet. I'm simply setting things up and getting ready to go. Okay, now that I'm ready to go, now I do the skip, which means to write the first one exactly the same as it was, flip the second, and then it becomes multiplying. And as I look, 3 can go into both this one and this one, top and bottom. So now I have 16 times 1 is 16. 1 times 19 is 19. And as always, no matter what the problem is, you look to see if you can reduce your answer any further. This one is in simplest form.